folks? This is Keith Roberts with Brazos Real Estate Investors Club with Jet Lending and 12 Realty. I'm here with Brian Stephen with Property Tax Consultants, LLC, and Paramount Property Analyst. Brian, how's it going?
It's going good. Hello, everyone out there. We're hanging in there like everyone else today.
Good. I know, like me, you wear a lot of hats. I know you're a commercial appraiser, you're a property tax consultant, you're also a real estate investor, and you and I just closed a deal. Jeff and I sold you a house recently. How'd that go?
You know, I have to say, I enjoy working with people that are professional and make things happen quickly but smoothly. So it went very well. Keith, I can't tell you how much I appreciate our relationship in that respect, because, it's kind of hard to find folks that will play by the rules, yes, and also just accommodate everyone in the transaction the way you guys do. So I appreciate that. It went real smooth. Good.
Yeah, and we feel the same way about you. And it's not the first deal we did together, and it's just nice just to go back. I think, you were one of the few we told about that. It's just easy going back. I agree. It's nice having a professional. It smooths over a lot of the hiccups that are natural to this business. So repeat customers are great with me, especially as professional like you. How about in your other business, your appraisal business right now? How's that going? I know times are weird right now with COVID, but what do you think the market looks like from that perspective?
The appraisal industry in general, like most businesses, has had the trickle down effect of this COVID. What I would tell you is that our sales, like most all appraisers' sales, if not virtually all of them, are down right now. But, we're dependent on banks making not just the SBA loans that they're making to help businesses, which, by the way, we certainly appreciate those loans, but we're dependent upon banks going back to work and making, refinance loans, construction loans, new purchase loans. And I think they're going to get back to that point. But, almost 3/4 of our business is bank derived. So the other 25-30% is individuals. We're still getting calls. We're still getting bids. And I'm optimistic, just because I have to be optimistic, and will remain optimistic, that sooner than later, even banks are going to realize that they've got to really go back to lending practices that they had in place prior to COVID.
Yeah, I see conflicting. Still see some people doing business as usual. We just sold a bunch of vacant lots, so that's clearly somebody with an eye on the future, not scared, that's going to build a bunch of houses on there. Other deals have closed on both our real estate firm and our investment business. But then you got, like you said, banks aren't lending. I know Jet Lending is lending right now, hard money on fix and flip stuff. So there are banks out there that are doing it. So I agree. It's weird to see some people holding back, but other people, foot on the gas, and where those two meet, I think is going to be interesting.
Yeah. And I think it's a good opportunity along those lines, for folks that do have, or the liquidity to go out and buy properties right now that maybe have been reduced as a result of this downturn in the economy. The interest rates are certainly low. It's really a great time to buy if you're in that position to do so. So I think that along with the fact that we're finally, as everyone knows, starting to open things back up, I think people are just going to start running. They're walking right now, but I think for too long they're going to start running and then spreading.
Yeah, I agree. And I know along those lines, we were just getting ready to meet again, our Real Estate Investors Club. I know your company's a sponsor, and you've been involved throughout the years. Talk a little bit about that, what you see as a benefit for you as a sponsor, but also for the real estate investors that are your, clients, potential clients.
I think that the organization that you guys created and have maintained and built, continue to grow, is a great investor club. It is something that we've needed in this community a long, long time, and I'm excited about it for you guys. You know, I am a sponsor, and the reason I'm a sponsor is because I believe in what you guys are doing. You end up, you know, that's a whole nother market that helps folks on both sides, for that matter, both the investors and the those that end up taking advantage of the end product, whether it's a rental or an owner finance or a true flip. And we just haven't really had anything. We've had folks like myself, I've been doing a long time, but we've never had a club that actually, you know, got the word out and educated folks that like you did. So I think it was well past due that sort of club came to this area.
Yeah, I think I look at it like shine the light on an industry that has the potential for some shady dealings there, and this just, you know, just shine a spotlight on it and keep everybody above board. But it's great. You know, that's how I met you, just right off the bat. Just blessed to bump into some good people who have been doing it for years in the industry and be able to do business together. That's pretty awesome. And like I said before, always look for ways to do business with you. I tell some people starting out, you know, find somebody who buys real estate and maybe has a regular job, find out what they're looking for, and then go find it. So whenever we find a property that fits your portfolio, that's how that one we just did. I just text you and it falls right in. So that's great. Anything closing you just like to say to investors out there? I know you just got done property tax protests, but anything else going on in your world you want to share with the group?
Well, along the lines of property tax protest, our consulting business there, you know, this year, every year it's important. I just would have to say to everybody that owns real estate to look up, get your notice, and make sure that you really know you have a right to appeal if you don't feel like you're being treated fairly. And by the way, in some cases, there may be instances where your value that's assessed could possibly be below what maybe the true market value is. So you have to look at it. But anyway, if anyone out there needs, and, you know, I guess you can call this a plug, but it's more advice to bounce that off of tax consultant. We're local. Yes, we do handle this area, but we also handle other areas in Texas. So if you know, there may be some folks here locally that also own properties in other areas of Texas, and we can assist them there as well. We do commercial and residential. You know, this year is just a really weird, strange year in terms of how a tax consultant tackles the appeals with COVID happening. And here's the key: after January 1st, because January 1st of every year is the date of valuation that the taxing authorities use. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We, quite frankly, know that that's the date of valuation. We know that the district will probably look at considering the impact of COVID next year, not this year.
Yeah.
I personally believe that because of the historical, not just the virus, but almost more so the historical shutdown of the economy that took place, whether you believe it should have or should not have, it happened. So that in itself, I think is a reason for all taxpayers to look up. And it is a little late in most instances to protest. Everyone got their notices for the most part sent out, and they had until May 15th, but there are some stragglers out there. So if you got your notice and your letter said you have until past today's date, give us a call. And even if it doesn't, if you want to call and visit with us a little bit, maybe for next year, we can help you out.
Well, that's great. I appreciate it, Brian. Thank you for your time. Look forward to doing more together with you. And we're looking forward to see you when we're allowed to gather together again. So
yeah.
Yeah, so this is Keith Roberts with Brian Stephen and Property Tax Consultants, LLC. Have a great day. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.